Welcome back. Wow, this is a story for you. We have a Navy mom, a mother of a sailor, Kathleen Saucier. She's been a recent guest. Her son sentenced to a year in federal prison after he was convicted of mishandling classified information. That information was 6 pictures he took of the interior of a nuclear submarine back in 2009. Kathleen Saucier is with me now to update us on her son's military hearing that took place on Thursday. I know this is such a difficult time for you. Thank you so much for being on the show. Can you please just go over the situation? What exactly, just explain to the viewer what happened with your son. What did he do inside the submarine?
Sure, Liz. Thank you so much for having me on again. So my son in 2009, when he was 22, along with many other submariners at that time, were taking photos. There was no cell phone ban. They were taking photos inside the submarine, outside the submarine, for what they would state later were mementos that they wanted to have of their service. And so my son was had charges brought against him for mishandling classified information, for having classified information on an unsecured device, just as Hillary Clinton has been known to have. And he went forward in a civilian trial. Well, actually not a trial, but we went and he pled guilty to those charges, and he was sentenced last month to a year in federal prison, 6 months home confinement following that, and 3 years of federal probation.
Okay.
So to clarify for you, you had mentioned the part about first a trial and then a hearing. So last week, in military terms, he had what was called an administrative separation hearing. And what happens during those hearings are they review the service member's service time, 11 years for my son, and they make a determination as to what type of discharge that he would receive. So it was not a trial. It was actually something where they reviewed his service records as well as letters that were written from others that served with him with regards to his service.
Kathleen, so just correct me if I'm wrong. He was taking selfies, but he never shared the selfies. They stayed on his phone, and then I think he may have destroyed maybe got scared. He destroyed a laptop and a memory card. Is that correct? Did I say anything incorrectly there?
Right. That's what has been reported. You're absolutely correct.
Okay. So now we have Clinton aides basically pleading the fifth, also Clinton aides destroying devices, erasing, wiping out private emails with BleachBit after they were told by Congress to preserve information. I mean, what do you think of the double standard here?
I'm so upset about this double standard for us as Americans. You know, as I'm an American, I'm a patriot, I'm proud to be a part of this country, but there's a part of me that's just disgusted by what's going on with the people that are in power. And I say in power when they should actually be standing up for our rights and be held to the same standard that we're held to. And it needs to be addressed. It needs to be addressed over and over.
Kathleen, has Congress reached out to you, or you've reached out to Congress? Are you going to testify?
Absolutely.
Okay. Kathleen,
and I would love to sit in the front row of the presidential debate look Hillary Clinton in the eyes when she tries to explain to the American public why she doesn't have to be held to the same standard that we do.
Thank you so much for your time, Kathleen Saucier, mother of a U.S. Navy man sentenced to a year in prison. Wow, what a story.